Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to talk about unicorns and I am going to share my unicorn story. The very first time I became conscious of my unicorn guides. By the way, hi, my name is Pranita Rao. I am a coach and a healer for highly sensitive people, empaths, psychics, intuitive abstract artists around the world, and I love speaking about a lot of things because I love chatting. I'm also a parrot totem, so that makes it very easy for me to share with y'all about A, my life, B, why angels, Reiki, intuitive abstract art can help highly sensitive people, and 3, how unicorns have shifted my life, my perspective after they entered it, right? So today we are going to talk about unicorns. I am going to share my story, but it is so that you recognize your unicorn story. I learned about my unicorn guides after going through to a healer who introduced me to them. But you can sort of have reflections, recollections, or memories of meeting your unicorn guides while you're watching this video. So stay tuned and make sure you make a mental note. If you have a glimpse, a thought, a feeling, an emotion, an energy that feels very significant somewhere in your body, or you feel like a memory is flashing again and again and again, and you feel as though this could be a unicorn telling you that at this point in your life, your unicorn guide was with you, and that was probably your first time really coming very close to your unicorn guide or working with them or something of that sort, right? So here goes my story. In 2020, I had a massive spiritual awakening, which led me to work on a spiritual journey, and I was looking and finding for help because suddenly I had become extremely highly sensitive, extremely psychic, extremely energetically sensitive, and I did not know what to do about it. I was in intense fear and would panic all the time, and I would feel as though there was no help around, and more so because nobody in my family is a psychic or a highly sensitive person, and I did not know anybody in my circle who knew what to do. So I had to sort of really look and search for people outside my network, outside my family's network, my friends' network, to find people who sort of understood what I was going through. And unfortunately, I came across a spiritual community that was not very specific in telling me what was happening. And when I did start learning about my gifts, about my highly sensitive nature, or my my spiritual awakening, I realized that I was not alone. One day I remember I was sitting on my bed and I felt that I had to call on my guardian angel, and I started writing to my guardian angel, if you're here, just appear. And it was very scary because until 2020 I was an atheist. So imagine for somebody to have believed for almost 25 to 27 years of their life that God doesn't exist, there is no form of sort of spiritual support that's real, to suddenly fall into the concept of angels and divine beings and everything of that sort. It's very scary, very intimidating. Honestly, I don't think I slept for 2 to 3 years after coming to know about angels peacefully, because all the time I was like, am I safe? Because the whole idea of being close to light was very scary because it was so unknown for me. I had no clue what I was doing, but I just knew that I had to follow my intuition, and I just kept going and I kept following my intuition. And I kept learning about angels. I first learned about angels, dragons, the basics of it, and also unicorns, the wee basics of it. And but when I did learn about the wee basics of unicorns, I remember I was not so much connected to my unicorn guides, but of course they must have connected to me because I used to use the Reiki symbol to connect with them. But I was not that aware of them as much as I was of my guardian angels, and probably because I might have needed my guardian angels at that point more than my unicorn guides. And then later in my spiritual journey, I sort of heard somebody speak about unicorns, and I was like, I think I really need to deep dive into this topic. And at that point, I was bombarded by lower energy spirits and dark forces. It was really troubling, and I did not know what to do. Nothing was helping me, and no spiritual teacher, coach was able to do anything about it either. So then I started looking for help and for spiritual teachers who could tell me about my unicorn guides, my personal unicorn guides. And we all have personal unicorn guides. And we also have random unicorns, which we can call upon from source. But we also have personal unicorn guides who are only assigned for us. So yeah, and then I remember going to this healer, and she introduced me to my personal unicorn guide through a meditation, and I saw this pale pink energy on my forehead, in my third eye, and there were two words. One was faith, and there's a dot, and there was a word called hope. So those were my unicorn guides, faith and hope. And it happens to be my wallpaper, my desktop, my laptop wallpaper from probably 3 years ago, from the time I met that teacher, spiritual teacher, which means that my unicorn guides had first connected to me 3 years before I had even met that spiritual teacher. Isn't that fascinating? I thought that I was alone in my spiritual journey, at least the first 3-4 years. It felt very lonely, but later I got to know that I wasn't, which is great, I guess, to be sort of corrected, especially when you felt all lonely and sad and depressed. Oh, why is my life like this? Where are the people, where are humans in my life who are going through the same thing? And when I found out, I felt as though, okay, now what? Right? I think I was being really bratty about it, but in my defense, I was going through a very tough time. And all I could think was about my fear, my panic, and the pain I was in. Like any sort of person in pain speaks like. So then, eventually, I became friends with my unicorn guides, and they sort of taught me how to love myself, stand up for myself, advocate for myself, create a life that was fully for myself. And it was a huge shift for me, because before that, although on the outside I felt as though I was doing everything that I wanted to do, which means actually displaying self-love towards myself, I really wasn't. And felt like after they came, I realized that they actually taught me how to advocate for myself. And it was not just in one relationship, but so many of them. And it was difficult because unicorns can do that. They can take us on this journey where we are sort of raising a frequency, and when we do that, we come across so many people who are just there to oppose us, and they give us the smartness, I'd say, and a reminder to first think about ourselves before others and set boundaries, learn about setting boundaries, emotional health, and they also brought in creative tools into my life, like art, in abstract art. I became a trained artist. I trained for a year, and I learned so much about myself, especially my body. I worked with a bunch of affirmations, like my life depended on it. I am slightly sort of overworked there, and sort of blame one of my unicorn guides. I'm not sure which one sort of pushed me so much, whether it was faith or hope, but they really nudged me to work on it. And today I can say that I have way less body image issues or self-esteem issues than I did before. And they also taught me to sort of care for myself and for my needs, and to fulfill my needs in very creative ways. And before, I was just this one individual with many facets, but unexplored facets. And now I feel like I have explored quite a few of them after my unicorn guides have come in. And today I speak with them, work with them, sort of chat with them everywhere I go, I think. And I say that because I'm still not fully aware of the amount of talking that we do, but I know that we talk a lot. But consciously, like cognitively, consciously, faith and hope are my sort of the two energies that I rely on for information that nobody gives me, and information that is so intimate and so personal and so sort of friendly that nobody in the world has probably done that for me. And your primary unicorn guides can share a similar story with you, maybe different context, maybe different scenarios, but the tone and emotion of the story would probably be the same, where they have been there for you like no other source of energy has. And the difference between our unicorn guides, our primary unicorn guides, again, we can have a team of unicorn guides. I surely have a team of unicorn guides, but faith and hope sort of head it. And the difference between them and the other angels is that they sort of know things that they can share way before time than the other angels usually do. And that's been my personal experience. Of course, I can be wrong and this can be debatable, and other people might have different experiences, but I do know that they sort of come, they go beyond their angelic limit to share what they need to share for us to get out of trouble, or for us to not be sad, or for us to not be in a place of despair. And I hope that if this video has helped you recollect your story, your first moment with your unicorn guide or something of that sort, I hope that you cherish it, and I hope that you use it to keep connecting with your unicorn guide, knowing that that's exactly what would be required for you to connect with them, right? So I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. I'd absolutely love it. And if you did have a recollection, recognized your primary unicorn guides, please share that in the comment section below as to how did it make you feel, what was the memory that came to you, or the feeling or energy or emotion or thought or perception, whatever it is. Doesn't matter. You don't have to judge it. Doesn't have to be a certain way. Whatever came to you, do share it in the comment section below. I'd love to know about it and will definitely respond. If you'd like to stay put on the channel, please do subscribe. And if you're somebody who's looking for one-on-one coaching support with a healer, please do use the link in my YouTube channel bio to book a private paid session with me. I charge $500 per hour for clients globally. And please know that I would be continuing to produce content about unicorns on this channel twice a week, and quite descriptively. As you know, as you can see, this video has been quite descriptive, so you don't have to worry if you feel as though private sessions are not for you. You can still learn from just the YouTube channel. But if you feel as though it's absolutely necessary and you can't do without a coach, please know that you can use the link in my YouTube channel bio to book a session with me. And I'm sharing that because a few years ago I felt that way. I felt that I really needed a coach. I really needed somebody to talk to me about unicorns, and personally so, because there were still a few videos that were available about unicorns, but I didn't feel that connection. I needed somebody one-to-one, which is why I have still kept a few slots for private sessions. And I hope that you have a great day ahead and you keep viewing the videos. And I also have 2 other YouTube channels. One of them is about high sensitivity and tools like intuitive abstract art, Reiki, angelic healing, and slow living to support your highly sensitive nervous system. The link for it is in the description of this video. It's by my name, Pranita/Rao. And the other channel is about trees, tree Reiki, about tree empaths. How can you connect with your tree guides and tree guardians? How can you receive from nature? And the link for that is also in the description of this video. It's called Tree Babble. The handle is tree/babble, BABBLE. If you'd like to subscribe to both those channels, well, feel free. And I also have 4 blogs and a lovely abstract art shop. If you would like to learn more, you can check the links out in the description of this video. And I hope that you have a great day ahead. I'm going to say bye now, and we will see you soon.